Good morning, my friends. Welcome to the Coffee Run Live, episode 537. Hope you are all fabulous and amazing. I'm doing well. I'm working out here today, which is a whole bunch of fun. And we're currently getting a termite inspection. So yay for more fun. We're just going to ignore the hair because, I mean, for those of you who are listening on audio, you don't get to see how fabulous it is. But, you know, for those of you watching on video, well, let's just pretend that you can't see it. So the coffee run today, what I wanted to talk to you about, I just got off a group Q&A call with my Queens of the Internet Mastermind people. And I thought that I would just let you know one of the things that came up that was asked in there that I thought was pertinent because it's actually a question that I get asked a lot. And the question is, how long should my copy be, right? Not how long should my coffee be. Your coffee should always be a long black because, you know, once you drink your coffee without milk, it is, I reckon, even better, is my opinion on that. Now, just while I'm letting you guys come on, I'm just going to see if I can share this. All right. Let's get that like that. Let's see if I can share the video, and if not, we'll do it in a minute. Da, 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 da. Let's go. Come on, come on. Oh, look, it doesn't want to. Oh, no, here we go. Share now. Looks like it's done. All right, is it coming in? Let me know that you can hear me. That would be really fantastic and very, very awesome. All right, so let's get stuck into it. How long should your copy be? Now, I've had this particular question asked a lot, and normally it's as a result of some feedback that somebody has shared. Now, this feedback tends to come thinly veiled in being constructive is what they try and say. So the things that generally people will say is like, oh my God, there are so many words, or there's not enough words, or you know that nobody reads everything that you put out, right? A lot of people have said to me, Nicola, your copy is too long. I can't possibly read it. Can you get to the fucking point, please? I've had people say that about my videos. I've had people say that about the written copy that I'll put out. Now, back in the day, so like 2012, this would have absolutely devastated me. It would have devastated me because like the thought of having somebody critique my stuff and say, look, that there's just too many words, I would have, it really would have knocked my confidence, actually. You know, I guess, and the thing with this is that, you know, when you're starting out or when you're putting stuff out there, you really want to be liked, you really want to be accepted, you really want to be bought from, like, let's be honest, we want to make sales. And so when people are coming back and saying, oh, look, you know, you're posting too much, you're not posting enough, you're posting too many words, you're not posting enough words, your videos go for too long, they're not long enough, we tend to take it really personally. The trouble with this is that the people who are generally giving you some feedback are most likely people who are never going to buy from you anyway. And if they do buy from you, then they've bought from you because of how you are and because of what you write. What's really cool is that when you're writing, when you're creating your content, the thing is that the message tends to come through what it is that you're putting out there, regardless of whether you use 5,000 words or 50 words, right? Now, what I mean by that is that every single thing that you put out, we've got to trust that people are going to understand and get what it is that you're creating and what it is that you're putting out there without judging it, right? So the frequency is in there, the message and the intention is in there. My thing that I always say to people, to every single one of my clients, is don't worry about what anybody else thinks about you. Don't worry about the fact that there is going to be some people who think that you should tone it down, slow down your speech, speed up your speech, create more words, like not have as many words. Everybody is always going to have an opinion. And the thing is that regardless of whether you're somebody who has 1 billion words a day to spend like I do, and then they roll over, right? So if I don't get to use all of my words every day, which is either through writing and video blogging and doing all of the things, or even communicating with my husband. Hey, Georgina, great to see you. The thing is, like, I feel like I've been kind of choked up, right? I feel like I've been throttled, and I don't want to feel like that. I want to feel like I have said everything that I could possibly say, do everything that I could possibly do every single day to help someone. Now, sometimes that means that my blogs are 1,500 words, which is quite lengthy for a marketing blog. Other times they might be like 300 words. Your marketing, your content, the things that you create, your posts, permission granted, my friends, for them to be as long as they need to be in order for you to get your message across. Some people, like many personalities, many people need to hear everything that you have to say. They will read every single word because they're just wanting to like be completely absorbed in you and what you're saying and how you're saying it. They're trying to understand it. They're trying to unpack it. That's what some people do. Other people will scan and read the first bit and then scan and then read the next bit and then like scan, and they're like done in the space of 3 seconds. Lots of people though, and the majority of people will go through and read everything that it is that you're saying. Do not, please, for the love of all things holy, do not try to contort yourself and your message and your content creation into trying to please everyone, because it's humanly not possible. I love black coffee. You might not like black coffee. That's okay. I don't have to sit and convince you to try and drink black coffee, even though I think it's awesome. You know, your version of the perfect coffee might be completely different to my version of a perfect coffee, and that is fine. My definition of the most amazing human on the planet for me in terms of a partner is my husband. Nobody else might think that. You think that your husband or your wife or your partner in crime is like the best, most awesome person for you, right? It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. It's what works for you. Now, what's really cool about this is that my dog is barking at the pest man. When you create content in a way, in your way, using your personality, using your number of words that you need to use in order to get your message out there and get your message across, you are going to feel more confident. You are going to feel more at home creating your content. It is going to make your writing easier. Now, like I said, some days you might have many words and some days you might not have many. That's okay. Give yourself permission to trust what comes out of you, and that's the exact amount of words in order that needs to be used in order for you to get the things out there that you need to get out. So permission granted for you to do things in your way, right? That's really what I wanted to say to you today. The big thing that most people come up against is that they're trying to please everybody. I am an ex-people pleaser. I am somebody who would definitely, I used to take on this feedback from other people, but the problem with this is that it undermines your confidence and it undermines your certainty. You are an expert in you and in what you do. You are an expert in your subject matter. You are an expert in the way that you teach, you educate, the way that you disseminate your information. The thing is that there is no one else on the planet who can do things in the way that you do. So you've got to come back to trusting in yourself, trusting in your abilities, trusting in your message and the way that you do it. And that is absolutely not even okay. I was going to say it's okay. It's not even okay. It's totally amazing, right? The way that you do you is totally amazing and awesome. So on that note, you need to go out there and do all the things that you need to do. Use all of the words, however many that is for you. And don't worry about what anybody else says. If they come back and they say, oh, look, I just wanted to give you some feedback, say, no, thank you, I'm good, right? You don't have to accept feedback from anyone. I don't give a flying shit about most people's opinions about me and about what I create. I mean, I have a really high need to be liked. So, there is that. But at the end of the day, the people that I will take feedback from is from a mentor or someone who I have paid. And usually that would be based on strategy or based on something else. Now, every mentor that I've had, I would actually say that 99% of what I've created and written, I've never had feedback from someone that I've paid that I've had to go and change things very dramatically. Might have to switch a couple of things around if I'm looking at something strategic like a sales page. But other than that, from my content creation, not one mentor has told me to change the way that I write. That's not strictly true. One of them has. To change the way that I write, to change the way that I do things, right? So it really comes back to what is it that you're creating? Who are you creating it for? And finding the confidence so that you can go out there and create it in a way that feels good for you. Because when you're doing that, you hit your flow zone a hell of a lot more easily. You will find it a hell of a lot more easier to write, to film, to do all of those things. And then when you're feeling really good, it means that it takes your audience on a, on a better experience of you, right? So that's that. All right, my friends, yes, this is something that we will be teaching in Unpack Your Genius, Pathway to Millions. If you want to get into that, you can see the link in the comments. Other than that, you know what you need to do, and that is get out there, go help some people, have a whole ton of fun doing it, but most of all, remember that the world is ready for your brand of awesome, which means you have permission to use all of the words, or not many words. You do you, let them do them, and the hell with what anybody else thinks about you. Mwah, you're amazing. I love you, and I will talk to you tomorrow.